a steel mill. It's not easy. And also, for steel mill, you need to have resources. You need to have iron ore. If you have iron ore, because many of you are in the mining, right? So if you have iron ore, only in that case it is feasible. But this is not that easy. The only easy option is find a market for your steel. Make rail lines. When you make rail lines, you need steel. When you make bridges, you need steel. So you see, there's a good match. The developing world, they need bridges, they need airports, and they have access of steel. So why not make this easy matchmaking, right? If you guys are tired, in that case, we can take a break for 3 minutes. If you are not, good? Okay, thank you. Okay. Here, I told you that when they have access resources, they need to find a way to sell their resources, right? They need to build roads and bridges. And I was expecting a question from you, that Dr. Galib, do you think that Chinese engineers are safe? Do you think the projects they build are safe? It's a relative question, right? Is it safe? My country is a developing country, they're also a developing country. So, is it safe to run my car on a bridge built by the Chinese? Is it safe? Well, in order to find the answer of this question, we need to go back to Chinese history. It is said that they have a history of 5,000 years at least, but in this 5,000 years history, you can find many aspects of development. For example, in Chinese culture, they say, 四大文明古国, 4 ancient countries. The 4 ancient countries in the world, or 4 ancient civilizations in the world, one is the Chinese civilization. The second one is Egyptian civilization. The third one is Mesopotamian civilization. And the fourth one is Indus Valley civilization. And if you see these 4 civilizations, all these 4 civilizations are river-based civilizations. Indus Valley civilization is on the bank of Ganges River. Chinese civilization is on the bank of, yes, I heard it, Yellow River. Yellow River. The Egyptian civilization is on the bank of River Nile. And the Mesopotamian civilization is on the bank of River Tigris. So all these civilizations are river-based civilizations. So historically, they have experience of controlling the river, all these 4 countries. But the Chinese are the best. Why? Their river, the Yellow River, is quite different than those 3 rivers. Why it is different? Because the name is different. Why it is yellow? I asked this question and then one guy answered me, because Chinese people are yellow. Well, maybe there's a link, I don't know. But what I know is that this river runs through mountainous terrain. So it carries a lot of sand. A real lot. Even till now, the water of Yellow River is not drinkable. Not because of pollution, because it carries a lot of sand. And when you are carrying a lot of sand, there's always risk of filling the river sediment. That's why this river floods a lot. In Chinese history, they have 2,000 recorded floods of this river. 2000. So these floods make the civilization, because you are facing flood, almost every year facing flood, then what will happen? You'll be master of controlling flood. You'll be master of irrigation. See this project. This is known as the world old. Do you have a question? Okay. So this picture is known as the world oldest irrigation project. World oldest irrigation project. It dates back some 2,300 years ago. And it still works. If you guys have time, you can visit this place in Sichuan province, not so far from here. What did they do? This was the main river, Minjiang. Minjiang is a part of Yangtze River. So this island is artificial. This is artificial. It was built by the Chinese engineers some 2,300 years ago. Why? Two, this was the original river, this way. And these are the canals, man-made canals. And in order to make this, and look, here, it looks like it is plain, but this is not plain. This is mountains. China is mostly a mountainous country. Now you have dynamites to make roads through the mountains. But in 2,300 years ago, how you can build canals through the mountainous terrain? So what did they do? They stopped the force, river force here, and then they divide the force into two parts. See? And here, they still have some sedimentary blockage, which makes the water, pressures the water to run through this way. Here, they have these crop growing fields to irrigate the crop growing fields. And because you guys are in the engineering sector, I'm not an engineer. And in this sense, when you create this centrifugal force on water, this is exactly what works with the hydropower station. In Ethiopia, they made a very big hydropower dam, which is known as GERD, right? It was done by the Chinese. So, why by the Chinese? Yeah. No. Chinese company, Italian company is the designer. Chinese is the construction company. So why the Chinese? Because they have been doing this for quite a long time. In many countries, you see the hydropower plants are done by the. Is there anyone from Pakistan? Oh. Do you know this Chelmil hydropower station? So it is done by the Chinese. So in many countries, they're doing these hydropower projects because historically they have been doing it for quite some time. They're actually master of it. Think about this university, this very university where you are in. This university is quite famous for railway engineering. Even this Hunan province. Hunan province has a lot of locomotive production units. Where they produce locomotives, they can go for power plants as well. And these are the projects that we need in our country. So there's a possible opportunity of cooperation